Hello, I am back. The stream is born anew. Let me just make sure everything is running. Yeah, everything seems good. Alrighty. Well, let's get back right to it. Let's see. Ooh. New pants. Seems like we're gonna get some new clothing to wear.
We have been blessed with a rare opportunity, Call. An audience with an ambassador of the Holy See of Ishgard. We are to treat Sir Imeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights in Camp Dragonhead. It is considered a great honor to serve the Holy See directly as a Temple Knight. Needless to say, their leader wields tremendous political influence. It would be wise to court his favor. For that reason, I consider your attendance essential. If Sir Imeric wishes to meet the man behind the legend, I would not deny him the pleasure of your company. The antecedent should see the wisdom of this plan when you request your permission to accompany me to Corthus. Mayhap you feel this to be a waste of your talents, which could doubtless be put to nobler use. If so, I should remind you that the more good can accomplish with the stroke of a pen than the thrust of a sword.
Speak with Minfilia. Alrighty. I'm excited to go to Corthus. I like the vibe of Corthus. Plus, with the last cutscene we saw, we weren't there. Seems like the Asians are behind the ruler right now, which is, ooh, threatening.
A meeting with Ishgardian ambassador? By all means, I think a wonderful idea. We have received no reports of etheric disturbances or unusual beast tribes' activity of late. If Alphanor believes your presence may help him to secure more favorable terms, I see no reason to deny him.
There we go.
Antecedent. I take it Call has explained the situation. He has. Yet welcome though these overtures are, I cannot help but wonder what prompted them. The Ishgardians have spurned all contact with other city-states for decades. Why reach out now? Would that I knew. The question of their motives is one to which I have given no small amount of thought. Alas, I know no more than is generally known. The notoriously reclusive nation of Ishgard, situated at the center of Abalthia's spine, ruled by the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, at the head of which presides the Archbishop. Members of the original Eorzean alliance, formed in the wake of Alamigo's fall some 2 decades ago. Friends of convenience who withdrew from the alliance as soon as the Imperial fleet was routed at the Battle of Silverteeth Skies. Since which time, their borders have remained closed to all outsiders. They have rejected every one of their former allies' calls to reopen dialogue, turning a deaf ear to their neighbors' pleas even when the calamity loomed large. And on the fields of Carteneau, where brave men and women laid down their lives in defense of the realm, their banners were conspicuously absent. I have tried to convince Ishgard to rejoin the alliance at every opportunity. I have explained over and over again that unless Eorzea stands united, we cannot hope to preserve our freedom. One by one, our nations will fall as once fell Alamigo. And what have mine efforts yielded? Why not? Surely this can be considered a step in the right direction. I should hope so, rather than the lowly messengers we have been fobbed off with in the past. This time we shall meet with a man of genuine influence. Of course, I am not so naive as to think they would come to us out of the goodness of their hearts. We have something they desire, though I have yet to find out what. But such is the nature of diplomacy. They will bring their agendas to the negotiating table, and so will I, along with a handful of incontrovertible truths. The Empire will soon be at our doorstep once more. Indeed, you may be assured that I will expound upon this point and others. Let us depart for Camp Dragonhead Call. Our old friend Lord Hatchafant is expecting us. Since our quest to recover the Enterprise, I understand you have further ingratiated yourself with the man. Excellent work. His fondness may prove useful to our cause.
All right. To Corthus. Ah, Caw, ever a welcome sight. Our hearts have been stoked to blazing in preparation for your arrival. It would not do for such a distinguished personage to catch cold while enjoying our hospitality. The gesture is much appreciated. I fear I shall ever struggle in cold climes. Ah, good, Master Alphinaud. An honor as always. Likewise, Lord Hatchafant. Forgive us yet another imposition. I fear we have relied overmuch on your aid since you so generously assisted us in locating the Enterprise. Nonsense! Any debts incurred have long since been repaid. Besides, who can say what the future may bring? As for Tom, may even seek the aid of your newly formed Crystal Braves. In any case, I am simply delighted that the Holy See is at last willing to grant you an audience. No doubt your discoveries at Snowcloak helped to justify the decision. This recent resurgence in heretical activity is of grave concern to us all. But to the matter at hand, Sir Americ arrived in Camp Dragonhead earlier. I am told he is eager to meet with you at your first convenience. You are doubtlessly weary from your journey and desirous to rest a while by the warmth of our hearth. But if you are willing to forego such comforts, pray inform the knight stationed outside the intercessory. He will grant you entrance and send word to the other attendees. As inviting as your heart sounds, I think it's best if we proceed intercessory forthwith. Excuse me. We have been expecting you, sir. Pray take your ease inside, and I shall summon the others. Voice acting? Seems like there might be. It's possible.
Have faith, my friend. You need only state your case with confidence and clarity.
Have faith, my friend. You need only state your case with confidence and clarity.
Okay, I was doing his voice kind of right. Ooh, I like their armor. Oh, I like their armor. That's cool.
Commander Leveilleur, it is both an honor and a pleasure to meet you. I am Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights.
Emmerich.
Alphinaud Leveilleur, at your service. Your reputation precedes you, Sir Emmerich. I think we will find that we have much in common.
Speaking of reputations, yours towers over us all. Does it not?
It does indeed, Lord Commander.
I am not too proud to admit that I have followed your activities with an interest bordering on fascination. Full glad was I to learn that you would be joining us. Now then, shall we begin?
We know full well that the Garleans will return in force ere long. What is more, we have yet to achieve a lasting victory over the primal menace. The beast tribes continue to summon their gods, and each incarnation is stronger than the last. Ishgard is not immune to these threats. I must reiterate that it would behoove your nation to rejoin the Eorzean Alliance.
Once again, I must respectfully disagree.
On what grounds?
Despite their presence in Kurthus, the Ixal do not concern us. Their territorial claims pertain to Gridanian lands, and it is the people of Gridania whom they harry. Consequently, the Holy See judges this to be a Gridanian affair, and Ishgard does not intervene in the internal affairs of other nations. Even were that not the case, our forces are wholly committed to the Dravanian conflict. We have not the knights to spare. As for the Garleans, we are not ignorant of history. We have observed the rise and expansion of the Empire, and we agree that it is only a matter of time before they resume their campaign in Eorzea.
Then surely it would be in our best interests to present a united front.
Mayhap one day, but not yet. Gaius van Belsar is dead, and the legion of conscripts he left behind lacks the will to fight. We think it highly unlikely that they will emerge from behind the walls of their castra for some time.
Forgive me, but if Ishgard's position has not changed, why did you agree to this meeting?
It was not only as a representative of Ishgard that I came here.
Pardon?
It is not within my power to change Ishgardian policy, regardless of my personal feelings. There is, however, one area in which I may exert a measure of influence. Concerns have been raised over the supplies House Fortin has offered to Revenant's Toll. These have led to calls for restrictions on the provision of aid to foreign powers. I can ensure that the shipments continue unabated.
Oh. Okay, jerk.
Sir Emmerich, we would be in your debt.
No, you would not. For I require something in exchange.
Yeah, of course.
Of late, there has been a flurry of Dravanian activity, the purpose of which was not immediately clear. However, our astrologians have since observed alarming changes in the heavens. The dragon star waxes unnaturally bright, and there are whispers that it portends the resurrection of Midgard-Sorma.
The fallen guardian of Silvertear Falls? That's absurd.
Full many times have I gazed upon the dragon's corpse still wound around the Agrius, and wondered how different our world might be if it yet lived to plague the skies. I do not know, and I do not wish to know, nor does any son of Ishgard. Yet the mere presence of Dravanian forces is not sufficient grounds to send knights to Mordona, whatever our astrologians say. As I told you before, we have not the forces to spare.
But we do. So you will intervene on our behalf if we agree to watch over the Keeper of the Lake.
Do you accept these terms?
I do. I will see that you are kept abreast of any developments. I regret that we could not come to a similar agreement on other matters, but I understand that you are not at liberty to make such decisions. Nevertheless, I hope that what we have accomplished here today will serve to demonstrate to your countrymen that we can work together towards a common goal. Mayhap one day we shall look back on this moment as the first step towards a united Eorzea.
Mayhap we shall, Commander.
Okay. Interesting. Oh.
What is the meaning of this? The caravan, my lord. It's been attacked. It was
Again?
Iceheart, my lord.
What? By the Fury? All our precautions were for naught?
Ooh. New pants.
Just when we were starting to make progress. And to make matters worse, the caravan they spoke of was bound for Revenant's Toll of all places. Honestly, were I so inclined, I should think the gods were conspiring against us. Happily, however, I'm not. I would know more of this attack. Let us speak with Lord Hodgefont, and find out what he has learned. My sincerest apologies for the interruptions, my friends, but the situation is such that we must act swiftly. If you would be so kind as to elaborate. Iceheart's heretics fall upon the caravan bound for Revenant's Toll as if it was passing through Boulder Downs. 'Twas an ambush, swift and ruthless. In an instant, every knight was slain, every crate seized. Then as quickly as they appeared, they were gone. 'Twould be an impossible feat without knowledge of the route, knowledge of which only a select few are privy, I presume. Wait, that's her. Quite. We can peruse the avenue of inquiry in due course. It seems to me that examining the scene of the ambush should be our first concern. The trail is yet warm. We must act swiftly, as Lord Hodgefont said, lest crucial evidence be lost. You have a knack for discerning hidden truths, Carl. Why don't you go and inspect the ambush site in person? An excellent idea. Inform my men of your intent upon arrival, and they will gladly share their findings.
I'm just assuming it's this way. Yeah, it is. Move along, adventurer. There's nothing for... Huh? Lord Hajifan bids you speak with us. Then you must be... Beg your pardon, Scion. As you could see, they left nary a crate behind. Tipped the wagon for good measure, even. The whole thing's a bit odd, if you ask me. Would have been easier to just steal it. Though a damn sight harder to conceal it, I'd allow. Reckon they came prepared, probably with weapons of their own hidden away, off. But pay no heed to my ramblings. Absent of proof, 'tis naught but speculation. Might be the squire receiving care of the observatorium could tell you something more factual. That is, if he's awake. Unlike myself, he was there during the attack. Not that his presence amounted to much.
You've come to ask me about the attack, haven't you? We came upon them before the entrance to the Hall of the Seven Echoes. Pilgrims, we marked them as, lost and ill-equipped for a journey further north. Our leader called out to them, and one stepped forward to answer. Slowly she approached, her silver hair flowing in the wind like melting snow. Just a young girl, I thought. Some poor lost lamb in search of salvation. Our leader must have thought the same, else why would he let her draw so close? They exchanged some words I couldn't hear, and she leaned forward as if to kiss his cheek, and then he sighed with a crumple. Then he sighed and crumpled to the ground. I didn't know what had happened till I saw the snow turn red. And then there was red everywhere I looked. I tried to fight, but I took a blow to the head. By the time I came to, the others were dead, and the heretics were unloading the wagon. I couldn't... they'd have killed me so I just laid still and listened. Iceheart's people spoke of deliverance and resurrection, and they spoke of Shiva.
Uh-huh. I knew it.
Ah, you've returned. What news have you for us? It seems the Lady Iceheart does not scruple to sully her hands with blood. Who is this Shiva the heretic spoke of? Have you not read a single line of the Enchiridion, Master Alphinaud? Shiva was a traitor to kith and kin, an apostate who laid down with dragons. Now, we cannot expect all foreigners to know Ishgardian scriptures so well, particularly when it concerns the patron saints of heretics. Wait, you say she is their patron saint? Oh no, it all makes sense now. Lord Hajifan, what was the caravan's cargo? Ah, if I recall correctly, the Diamond Forge had requested a rather large quantity of crystals. Do you not see? Iceheart and her followers intend to summon Shiva, as a beast tribe would a primal. Why else would they go through such lengths to secure crystals? I shall inform the Lord Commander at once, Lord Hutchafont. You would agree that discretion is of paramount concern. Of course. I trust we can count on your continued support, Master Alphinaud. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to combat the primal threat. Our support is a given. I will need to send word to my brethren in Revenant's Toll. Our entire order must turn its efforts to the prevention of this summoning. Naturally, that includes you, though I am sure you would not miss this one for the world.
Shiva. We saw it coming. I saw it. It was inevitable. Wow, it's taking forever to level up. Yep, this is going to be the boots. Yeah. Mecha Bird, that looks awesome.
The persistent attacks on our caravans seemed little more than a nuisance at first. The heretics were a problem to be sure, but a relatively minor one. That was before I discerned the purpose behind their attacks, of course. Now they have my undivided attention. After apprising Minfilia of the situation, I shall summon a unit of Crystal Braves to assist us. As for you, Call, pray join me in Whitebrim Front. Since the incident at Snowcloak, the Knights of the House Durandare have redoubled their reconnaissance efforts in the region. It is my hope that they have information which may help us to determine precisely where the heretics are hiding. Given our mutual enemy, Lord Dromont should be eager to oblige us. I shall see you there, then. Good.
Mm-hmm. I saw it coming. Called it.
The Scions of the Seventh Dawn wish to join the hunt for Iceheart. Oh wait. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn wish to join the hunt for Iceheart. Your assistance is more than welcome, my friends. Considering the report I just received, I dare say your timing could be no better. We are all ears, Lord Dromont. A band of pilgrims was seen transporting a large number of crates to the west. Their garb appears to match the description provided by the squire who survived the attack. Alas, our scouts lost track of them at Snowcloak, the selfsame frozen wall which we speculate might conceal the heretics' hideaway. Suffice it to say, the disappearance of these pilgrims and their provisions all but confirm our suspicions. I have heard enough. My knights will join the hunt. I took the liberty of summoning a unit of Crystal Braves to Whitebrim Front. Given the gravity of the situation, I trust you will agree that we must use every resource available to us. These are extraordinary circumstances, Commander. It would be in our best interest to coordinate our efforts. Such was my intent from the start, Sir Emmerich. And so it begins, my friend, though I dare say it will prove an all too brief collaboration. Iceheart will not elude the combined forces of the Crystal Braves and the Temple Knights for long. Nevertheless, a wise man does not wager all upon the success of a single solution. There may yet be subtler means by which we can locate the heretic's lair. Mayhap Lord Dromont has one in mind.
We're right next to him. Oh. A preview into the inside. Yes, excellent. My lady, everything has been accounted for. Is there aught else you would have us do? Pray speak, and it shall be done. His clothings remind me of, like, their clothing.
It seems as though we were always one step behind our quarry, ever just beyond our reach. Though I would like to believe that the tables are about to turn, I confess to having certain doubts. A joint effort may succeed where others have failed, but it could yet yield the self-same result. Fortunately, we are not without other options. I trust you haven't forgotten Inquisitor Guillaume. I have not. The mystery of how the heretic remained undiscovered for so long has been much in our thoughts, as has the question of what steps might be taken to prevent a similar breach of security in future. Accordingly, we conducted an exhaustive and covert evaluation of everyone in Whitebrim Front. Though some were found to have committed certain minor transgressions, we identified only one possible heretic. If this man has pledged himself to Iceheart's cause, we will have taken note of the movements of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves, and upon recognizing their intent, he may attempt to warn the heretics. The man's watch is to end soon, at which point he must report to Sir Jean Tremont in the yard. I would have you keep an eye on him if he ventures beyond the walls. If he ventures beyond the walls, follow him discreetly. Should he meet with the heretic, do not interfere. Simply watch and listen. Listen. Oof. It's been a long day. I have seen to it that the suspect knows nothing which could endanger our plans. The suspect heretics leaves through the southwest gate. The suspected heretic follows the road east. The suspected heretic heads south. Hey, where in the seven hells are you? I'm freezing my bullocks off over here. I'm here, you blundering oaf. Why are you late? Standing on the wall, why else? I have duties to fulfill, you know. Your soul duly is to the... Bloody echo. Lower your voice, or they'll hear us and wipe in front. Yes, of course. The Temple Knights are... in Snowcloak. This is what you bring to me? We already knew about one. Our comrades in Boulder Downs use the tunnels. Dead before they know what's happening. Nevertheless, we waste my time again. Is that clear?
Well, did your investigation bear fruit? I see. I shall have the man detained at once. His guilt is plain. Would that you could heard the words more clearly. Yet the few snatches you heard were able to make out. You were able to make out are nonetheless enlightening. It would seem the heretics are aware of our operation and confident they can thwart it. Their comrades in Boulder Downs are key to their plans, which means it is key to our plans that they be rooted out and put to the sword. We have long suspected that the heretics use a network of secret tunnels to traverse the highlands undetected. Given what you overheard, I fear that Snowcloak may be riddled with such passageways, and that the heretics in Boulder Downs are planning to use them to take our forces unaware. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to happen. Our contingent of House Durandare knights are on patrol in the area, and I shall order them to begin searching for the heretics at once. But knowing nothing of our enemy's numbers or readiness, I cannot say for sure that they will be sufficient. I would put my mind at ease if you would consent to assist my knights with the search. I know they would take courage from the presence of a so storied warrior. Pray rendezvous with them at Boulder's Down. If Hallownay is kind, we may catch these heretics before their plans to come to fruition. Show them no mercy, Call. The lives of our allies are at stake. I'd like to finish this Corthus business before, I think, finishing off for the evening. I think that's as much as I'm going to do. So yeah, I'm gonna finish Corthus off for this. I'm just gonna assume it's gonna be Shiva is gonna be at the end of it. But we're gonna finish that off, and then we are going to call it a night. We've done a lot today, so that would be a huge amount of progress. My knight sent no word of your coming, Call. What has happened? What is that in your hand? By the Fury, those were veterans with years of service. And now they lie dead in the snow. Ah, their bodies must be recovered and... No. No, we have not the men to spare. Not now. Not while Iceheart prepares to summon an abomination. The heretics you dispatched were not sufficient number to contend with the combined strength of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves. There must be others, and I'd wager they are on their way to Snowcloak as we speak. To make matters worse, it seems the traitor you followed managed to pass the heretics something of value, after all. The parchment recovers a timetable of the guardsman's watch at the outpost in Snowcloak. The traitor was stationed there long before he aroused suspicions. Would that we had caught him sooner. With this information, the heretics would know when the watch was weakest. They could use their tunnels with impunity and prepare their ambush. The timetable is not changed, you see. Of course, it will be changed now, but the heretics may already be in position. House Derndare must send reinforcements, even if it means withdrawing from the knights from the Stone Vigil. I can see no other way to safeguard the lives of our allies. Path of Righteous. Sorry, just gonna look this up really quick. Okay. Alrighty. Back to it. Time is of the essence, Call. While my knights make ready to depart, the heretics may take our allies in Snowcloak unawares. Superior training and equipment will avail them not if they are cut down ere their swords are drawn. But all is not yet lost. If you leave now, there may be still time to warn them. Make haste, I beseech you. Fly to Snowcloak and tell Sir Aymeric everything we have discovered. Fly, you say? Flight would be my specialty. I can change my mount now, can't I? Let me try this. Oh no, it's always company chocobo, unless I go like this. Oh, but I like my chocobo. My chocobo is my buddy. I'm gonna keep the chocobo. Obviously, better mounts will be replaced. Oh, this is a welcome surprise. Perhaps the only one thus far. As you can see, we have yet to uncover any hidden... You have my gratitude. Truth be told, we suspected the heretics might be plotting such an attack. Now that we have confirmation, I shall place my knights on high alert. Has Commander Levieux been informed? The Braves must be made aware. It must be here. I am certain of it. Why else would they go to such lengths to defend Snowcloak? 'Tis but a pity this discovery comes when our enemy has at such a disadvantage. Forewarned though we may be, the heretics know the terrain far better than we. I dare not think how many are watching us at this very moment. Confound it! This is all wrong. Iceheart is scrambling to save our own skins.
when we should be rightfully be straining every sinew to find her and stop this damnable summoning.
There she is!
Come here, girl. That was close. They didn't hurt you, did they? Only my pride, Ida. There will be others nearby. We must see that they are given similarly warm welcome. Commander Levieux. There's been a development, sir. Together with the Temple Knights, we have secured the entrances to some half a dozen tunnels, after spotting the enemy breaking the surface. But that is not all, sir. We think that one of them may be important. Certainly the heretics near flung themselves upon our swords to defend it. Aha! Just as I suspected. Amongst this warren of tunnels lies the entrance to Iceheart's lair. Summon the others. We are going in. A moment, Alphinaud. The tunnel in question is barely wide enough for 2 men abreast. We cannot say with any certainty where it leads, much less what is waiting for us there. Furthermore, we have no way of knowing how many heretics are still lurking here on the surface. What if they were to converge on this point after we enter the tunnel? For all we know, we could be funneling our forces into a trap.
So true.
I take your point, but if the tunnel is indeed as narrow as you say, greater numbers would be a more hindrance than a help. Should we encounter difficulty, our own allies would become an obstacle to escape.
Well?
Ahem. A change of plans. While we rendezvous with Sir Amarek and keep the heretics at bay here, you will go wherever that tunnel leads. If you find Iceheart at the end of it, do not let her escape. You venture into the unknown, so see that you are prepared for anything. I suggest you call upon your allies, though not too many for the Papalima will sulk. Papalima will sulk.
So where is it? Here? Literally right here. The entrance to the tunnel, sir. It's just over here. Had we not seen the heretics breaking the surface, we never would have noticed it. Per Sir Amarek's orders, we will stand guard outside. Please be aware that even should you encounter significant resistance, we cannot leave our post. Snow cloak now accessible. So this seems like it would be the dungeon. There's literally nothing. It's literally just a teleport. Yeah, we can do party of NPCs this time. That's fine. Or maybe, you know what? I don't mind waiting. I don't mind waiting to possibly party up with other people. It's probably gonna take a while, but I don't mind waiting. I wonder if anybody will join. I don't know. I don't know if I'll see anybody. Oh, I wonder if this monk is also trying to do it. Hmm. I wonder. I think maybe this guy and I will be put together here. So apparently this game is getting graphical updates in like 2 days on the 3rd. That's huge. That's super cool. Hmm. Well, I think I'm going to withdraw and just do it with the NPCs. Because I would like to have the rest of my evening, if I could. Plus, I already said that once I finish Corthus, I'm done for the evening, so... shouldn't take too long. Ooh, what a cool dungeon. It's very pretty. Ooh, they've upgraded the, oh, now they're Scion Marauders. Scion. Cool, cool. Alright. Get into it. So, we have to remember that we're with them now, so... you have to watch for... the, we have to wait for them to pool, essentially. Hello? What was happening with my buttons there? That was super weird. It's like my mouse just... Hmm. Hmm. Music is so calming. Oh, bear! There's the tiny key. Oop, here's the boss. I'm gonna wait for some of my cooldowns to come back, actually, because I'd like to have a decent opener against this guy. I don't really know what to expect. I normally activate it pretty quickly, so I'd like both cooldowns to be back at the same time, if possible. Oh, okay, that's what keeps happening, it seems. For some reason, I keep getting stuck into the, text box. I need to figure out why that might keep happening. Because I'm only clicking here. I don't know why this would be... I don't know. Hello, Swirly Joe. You catch me in the middle of a dungeon. This is a, I'm with NPCs, so it's just a pretty simple thing. Just the same game? Yeah, it is. I'm actually doing combat now, so it looks a little bit more, immersive. A little bit more is going on. And this boss is almost dead. And there he is. Did you get a chance to see the video send me? Yeah, I did. I did. I was able to look at it during one of my breaks. It's an interesting looking game. Which one are those? This one? Ah, these aren't as good. Yeah. Good voice acting? Yeah. I mean, some of it, for sure. You could tell it's a little old, but, like, other than that, it wasn't bad. It was not awful. That one guy wasn't that great. The other guy was fine. The main character sounding dude, he was okay. Wow. Oh, this is gonna suck. Also, what is this, like... Dang, this guy's pulling like everything. Holy moly. Oh man. That's so weird. He has like a back attack. Oh, come on. Can't do anything? Oh gosh. Oh. Oh, here comes the next boss. Again, I'm gonna wait a little bit just because I want my stuff off cooldown. Makes the fight a little easier. Hopefully. Ugh. Yeah, I've just been chilling, playing the same game since earlier. I did technically restart the stream, because if I would have continued playing for as long as I was, I wouldn't be able to upload it to YouTube in one video, because YouTube makes you... It doesn't allow you to upload videos that are over 12 hours anymore. So if I were to have left my stream running and then just taken it and sent it to YouTube, it would have not really gone through and done a big mess that I had to deal with for some other thing. So that is why I restarted the stream and why it seems like I've been going for not much longer. But I've technically been playing for the majority of the day. Holy moly, this thing has a lot of health. What? Oh! Whoa! What? That was so weird. Oh, that was super quick. Gotta do my right combos. Ooh. Oof. That thing had a lot of health and some really funny mechanics. Here's Earring of Slaying, Bracelet of Fencing. Earring? Oh. Interesting. And Bracelet. Interesting. None of those were particularly better than anything I had. Whoa. Ooh, we're approaching the final boss. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Holy moly. How many more? Oh boy, this is gonna be quite the fight. Oh boy. Finger of the Apostate. Well, which way is it? I see, that way it doesn't actually have anything. It's just an empty door. No, it seems like there's something behind it. Doesn't actually appear to be anything. Well, I think this is the boss of the thing. Also, it says defeat Fenrir. Are we fighting an actual dog? Oh, I heard it. Oh, we're fighting a dog. Oh boy. And there's the aetheryte crystal in the background. Oh my. Oh. 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 Okay. Wow. That is a rough mechanic. What? What?
Wait, which way's the... Huh? I thought you could stand behind any of them. Also, this is the shortcut? There's still, like, all of the other stuff to walk through. Alright, so we gotta do that whole thing again, and this time I gotta pay much more attention. Okay, I did it right this time. Oh, I see, it's not glowing purple. Oh! And that is an insta-kill. Okay... That's... I'm still not getting it. Still don't really know what I'm not understanding about that. So I think it's just that you need to stand behind the crystal that isn't glowing purple, and then you need to stay behind it until the thing goes off, and you won't get killed. I guess. Alright, let's make sure we do my opener again.
Mm-hmm. This is an intense fight. Alright. We did it. Oof. Bum, 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 bum. Nice. 35 Algan tombstone pieces. Alright. 70. Antique breeches. I don't even know where they are. Block 3. Oh, they are in there. What? Why are they here? Huh. Weird. Alrighty. We're almost done with Corthus, and then it is time to call it a night.
The tales do not do you justice, warrior of light. Yes, I know who you are, and you know who I am.
Do I?
I was given the name Izel, but I earned the name Iceheart.
Oh, okay.
This endless cycle of hatred, of bloodshed, of sorrow. You would see it continue, O noble warrior of light.
What do you mean?
I would not. I will not. I will bring an end to this war between dragon and man, no matter the cost. In time, you will come to understand that what we do for the greater good. For Eorzea, for Hydaelyn.
Ooh. Bringing up Hydaelyn. But the summoning of a primal is never really that good. Oh.
That took longer than I expected. What news, Call? So Iceheart is but a pseudonym. Not that it matters. That she managed to escape is regrettable, but from your description of that beast, you did well to come close as you did. In any case, now that you have cleared a path, the Temple Knights can begin to survey the tunnels in earnest. Mayhap they will even find a route past the ice wall. Wouldn't that do wonders for their fights against the heretics? The Crystal Braves would certainly share the credit for it too. 12 be praised, Call. We may yet turn this situation into our advantage. Assuming we stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva, of course. Needless to say, our fellow Scions have not been idle. Minfilia and Oranger have been busy perusing the archives of House Fortemps, gathering what information they can on Shiva. Which reminds me, if you were intended to trudge back to Camp Dragonhead to report to the day's event, don't. The antecedent should be here any minute. You can only assume some people enjoy subjecting themselves to this cold. Ugh. Antecedent. You come to us straight from the archives of House Four Tomes. I trust your time there has proved fruitful. Would that it had. Urianger and I scoured countless texts, but what we found was of questionable veracity. Accounts of Shiva's life and deeds are sparse and contradictory, only agreeing upon one point. She lay down with a dragon, the gravest of all sins, according to Ishgardian faith. Yet in the eyes of Iceheart's followers, this was a holy act, a blessed union of man and dragon. How such a thing could even be possible is quite another question. Suffice it to say, I very much doubt that we will find a useful answer in the archives of House Four Tomes. Much knowledge has been lost over the centuries, though in this case one wonders if it is by circumstance or design. You said that Iceheart took a moment to plead her case prior to escaping, did you not? Viewed without prejudice, most would agree that bringing an end to endless war serves a greater good. I think Sir Emmerich might take issue with her methods. I do not care if a few stragglers manage to escape. Until the sappers confirm that a tunnel is safe, the men are not to search it.
Yes, Lord Commander.
You pursue your foes with less zeal than I had expected, Sir Emmerich. Lest you misunderstand, I do not deny that our enemy has given us good reason to be prudent. I merely meant, you being a man of faith, that I had expected a certain single-mindedness. After all, was it not by the will of Hallownay that your ancestors came to this land? Why they took up arms against the Dravanians? What would they have done in your position, I wonder? There are those that believe the faith is a reunification of free will. That unquestioning devotion is required of all who would live a life in service to the Fury. Such righteous fervor may well serve a knight on the front line, less so a leader of men. We are all at liberty to interpret the strictures as we will. I choose to believe that the Fury would value the lives of her followers over the death of her enemies. But I would not presume to speak for the Knights of Eld. 'Twas a different time, nay, a different era, and Scripture tells us only so much. Would that it told us more. That man is awfully pragmatic for a servant of the Holy See. A welcome trait in the negotiating table, to be sure, less so when one's enemies are making ready to harness the power of a god. Mayhap he does not truly believe that Iceheart's plan can succeed? Truth be told, I too remain somewhat skeptical. Shiva was real, a living, breathing woman. Of that there can be no doubt. In this respect, she differs from every other figure to have been summoned, each of whom was worshipped as a god. The sole exception being good King Mughal XII, the myth made manifest in response to the fervent supplications of the Mughals' god. Saint Shiva may differ, but what of the heretics? They're a tribe of outcasts at war with a mighty nation, who yearn for the resurrection of the one who embodies their beliefs. If that is not placing one's faith in a higher power, then what is it? Then what is? Crystals and conviction, Menphilia. They have them both in abundance. Can that truly be all that is required? My survey team has concluded a preliminary analysis of the Aetherite Isart used to escape. They believe that she teleported to another Aetherite somewhere not far to the west. Despite the apparent proximity of this second Aetherite, however, they have been wholly unable to detect its presence directly. Unless Isart has some means to mask its signal, I can only presume she had it destroyed to prevent us from following her. Without the means to teleport as she did, we have no choice but to search for an alternate route, most likely a tunnel, assuming one exists. Let us not give up on teleportation just yet. One of our colleagues in Sharlayan may be able to assist us. I pray that you are right. I dare not think it long it would take us to survey the entire tunnel system. While Minfilia looks into our Aetherite problem, I would like to request your assistance with another matter. The third unit is currently tracking the remnants of the heretic force which attacked us. However, the search goes poorly, despite our numbers. Porthos is vast, and Isart's followers know the terrain far better than we. Your knowledge of this region may serve to hasten the process. The sooner we capture Isart's followers, the sooner we can press them on their leader's whereabouts. Also, though it is admittedly a selfish request, I feel that my braves would benefit immensely from working alongside you. While we have our share of veterans, we also have more than a few less experienced recruits, many of whom look up to you, in case you were not aware.
Okay.
Good, I knew you would understand. Yu Hase can appraise you of the details. When the task is complete, come and find me at the Observatorium. Captain Ilbert and I are meeting there to discuss the latest developments in his investigation. The Temple Knights shall hold Snowcloak in our absence. Let us leave them to their work. Ours is more pressing. There you are, Carl. Commander Levieux instructed me to wait for you. Your assistance is most welcome, believe me. Most of the Third hail from Uldal, and for a man accustomed to the feel of sand beneath his boots, the crunch of snow can be rather disconcerting. But to the matter at hand, nary a moment ago, I received word that the heretics we seek have been spotted making for Denef Pass. My braves are already in pursuit, and I should be grateful if you would join them. I myself shall be taking part in the hunt. Never let it be said that I do not earn my coin.
And where is Devon Pass exactly? I see. Balls, my ankle's on fire. Caught my boot on a rock or something and twisted as I fell. The others went up ahead through Danfin Pass. Hurry and you might catch up. If you aren't sure to where to go, look for tracks. The snow is fresh, so they shouldn't be hard to find. I don't think I need tracks, do I? I could kind of just go? Yeah. Oh, is that the... That is the Cyclops fate. Ugh, that one sucks. In front of this again. The tracks lead southeast.
Scion, what are you doing here? The heretics? I'm not sure. There was a great scaled beast and... Yu Hase. I think he went east on his own. The heretics split up, so we did too.
Uh-oh. That is not good. You don't tell me that. Oh, no. Not Yu Hase. Don't worry. I'm here.
How embarrassing. I was so intent on following the heretics' tracks that I almost failed to notice they had double-backed. Almost, mind you. One tried to sneak up behind me and got a knife in the gut for his troubles. I thought myself alone, so I started searching the dead man's knapsack for anything of interest. And lo and behold, before his friends found me, I came upon this. Withdraw in groups of 3 or less to the observatorium. Give the signal and wait. The merchant will be waiting, watching. Be late and be left for dead. Speaks for itself, does it no? Does it not? They can't possibly mean to rendezvous inside the place, so we should restrict our search to the surrounding areas. Let me rephrase that. You should restrict your search to the wilderness around the observatorium. I will need more than a moment's rest to recover from these wounds.
Okay. At least you are okay. Uh-oh. Oh, man. How? The woods are crawling with those bluecoats, and the knights are searching every wagon that passes through the gates. Well, stay with him, then, if you think your fare any better. Now, there's no need for that.
There are places like these in my homeland, sacred snow-capped peaks where blood must not be shed. Yet your lands ever thirst for blood of the fallen, and by your deeds it has drunk deep. No, I have done no wrong.
None but meet in secret with heretics. Deny it all you will, we shall have the truth from you yet. Inquisitors are not the only ones skilled in the art of interrogation. Damn it all!
Fancy meeting you here, Carl. I presumed your work with the Third brought you hither. What a tangled web. Lest you wonder, we came not for the heretics, but for a merchant who had been conspiring with them. He came to our attention during the course of our investigation into the Ivy. It beggars belief, I know, but it seems our favorite Garlean spy may have been providing assistance to Iceheart. Were it not for the efforts of Lady Yugiri and her shinobi, we might never have discovered this connection. Master Alphinaud is too kind. I fear my people and I have done little to aid your search for this spy. We long to strike back against the Empire and weaken their influence in this land, to prevent the tragedy which befell Doma from reoccurring. The days ahead and work they promise will require a very particular set of skills which I am fortunate enough to possess. If you would allow it, I would accompany you until the investigation is complete.
Alright, Liam Neeson.
That is a most generous offer, Lady Yugiri, and one which I gladly accept. Thank you. Though I may disappear for a time, know that I shall never be far, and shall always be watching. A comforting thought. Come, Carl, let us wait inside for Captain Ilbert to return and deliver his report.
Nice. Any news, Albrecht? No? No? We're just chilling. My Dragoon Master. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that weapon. I want it.
Captain Ilbert seems confident the merchant's resolve would swiftly crumble when pressed. If so, we should have new information ere long. As to whether it would bring us any closer to the learnings of the Ivy's identity, I would rather not say. Given our adversary's cunning, I shall consider us fortunate if we are spared another wild dodo chase. The gods know we have more than enough to occupy time as it is.
You can now accept the next class. What? Wait. You can now accept the next class job quest. These quests offer opportunities. But where? No, I can't. I can't because I'm not in the next DLC. Or not the DLC, the next, whatchamacallit. Anyways, I think I'm going to call it here. I know I said to the end of Corthus, but it is kind of late, and I think I'm done. So, we will meet right back here tomorrow. I don't have a good time right now. I don't have a time for it, but I know I will probably stream tomorrow. Alright. I've been Sorcerer Supreme. Go ahead and like and subscribe my YouTube channel if you're watching the VOD. If you are watching on Twitch, follow to stay updated on notifications. And if you're on YouTube, go to Twitch and follow so you can stay updated on notifications if you want to watch me live. Alright. See you guys.